There you go. There you go. Why don't we stop? It's a movie. You're making a movie. Yes. Yes. Yes, you are.
When I first came to Pittsburgh to teach at the University of Pittsburgh, there were a number of people who told me, oh, you have to meet Sally Dixon. You have to see, she's doing all of these wonderful things over there at the museum with all sorts of films and so forth.
She eventually left Pittsburgh. I know she must have been running away from all those experiences. I think her experience at the museum was, to begin with, fantastic because she was able to create a film department and stimulate the exhibition of film, but also helping filmmakers make films, so she could do both things. But in a way, she was working in a conservative institution, you know, Carnegie Museum, and eventually somehow that soured.
It's the old boys network. It's a rotten system. And the lunacy of it is that Sally was one of the most popular and influential people on the board, on the media arts panel of the National Endowment. But she was almost alone.
It's important for people to learn about Sally because Sally was a very unique person in how she accepted and drew the best out in everybody. My participation in this film, I've had to relearn who my mother is from an objective perspective and not the subjective mind of a young boy. In the process of doing that, I see someone who accomplished so much against so many odds that the strength of conviction and the pursuit of truth is something that can't be denied. Seeing the actions of Sally in a documentary such as this will inspire people to pursue and accomplish their goals also.
She never directly told me why she chose film, but I think film chose her. And I think that she just really, yes. I think you love the visual and the movement of film. And I think that film picked you. I think being a woman who's been so powerful and strong, we all need role models like that.
Yes. Yes.
And for people to see that it takes, you know, it takes many people to make beautiful things happen, like all the different filmmakers who she's worked with. I'd be very curious if they would have been able to create what they created without Sally. She's been kind of behind the scenes pulling so many aspects together to support other people's careers. And ever since I've known her, I've wondered why her story hasn't been told.
In terms of contributing to this documentary and why it would be important to contribute to this documentary, I think that it's important to note that Sally was the most loving, giving person who gave so much to the world, not just the art world, but to the world and to everybody that she touched. This documentary is being made at a time that speaks very much to what Sally did in the late 60s and early 70s as a woman in the art world, in the film world at that point in time. And I think that we are at a point in history where that work can be reconsidered and accepted in a manner which even back then it was not accepted in.
Hi, my name is Bridget Maher, and I am the producer and director of the Sally Dixon documentary. I am speaking with you today to ask you to financially support our documentary. Right now, our fundraising budget is $15,000 through Seed and Spark. So when I am asking you for your support of $15,000, that is just to continue to keep us going. So I do ask for you, if you are inspired by Sally's story, to spread the word, to contribute yourself. If you can't contribute, then contact somebody who can, because the way that these crowdfunding campaigns are successful is through word of mouth and through people saying, hey, this is important, and actively working with us. Sally Dixon influenced so many people. Her light, her sun shined on so many of us and continues to. That I hope that that little bit of sunshine can hit you, and that will inspire you to send off several emails today and just say, hey, please, $10, $20, it's a tax write-off. And you're helping to tell a story that will inspire generations of women and filmmakers to come.